Welcome to the Stories That Raised Us. I'm the voice of Midnight, and tonight's story is called The New House. It started at night. I would be laying in bed when suddenly I'd see her. A little girl. She would appear near the corner of my room, close to my bed. The strange thing is, I wasn't afraid of her. She would just stand there quietly, and almost as quickly as I noticed her, she would disappear. After I became pregnant, the little girl became more active. I wasn't just seeing her anymore. She started interacting with things in my bedroom. One night, I woke up to the sound of something rustling through my papers. I sat up, and there she was, sitting on my floor, just going through my school papers. She didn't scare me. I just stared at her. Sometimes she would twirl around, she would dance, and she seemed happy. By this point, I was around 6 months pregnant. I was asleep on my bed when I felt something shake me. Not violently, just a small little shake, enough to wake me up. I opened my eyes, and she was there, the little girl. She looked at me and said, "Come with me, I want to show you something." And for some reason, I got up. She took my hand, and I followed her. She walked towards my bedroom door and opened it. Then she looked back at me. "Come on, let's go." But here's where I need to explain the layout of our house. When you open my bedroom door, you should have stepped directly into the upstairs loft. Across from my bedroom were my brother's room and my sister's room, and from where I stood, I should have been able to see the staircase. I know exactly what was supposed to be on the other side of that door. I stood frozen in the doorway. Part of me was still inside my bedroom, and the other part was facing the darkness where the rest of my house should have been. Then I looked back at my bed. That's when I saw something I will never forget. I saw myself. My body was still lying in bed sleeping. I was looking at my own body. That's when the fear hit me, because I realized whatever part of me was standing in that doorway wasn't my physical body. I let go of her hand. The second I did, I instantly woke up. I sat up in bed, my heart pounding out of my chest. I was terrified. I didn't know what had just happened. Was it a dream? Was I sleepwalking? Did I have some sort of out-of-body experience? Or had that little girl really taken me out of my body? I couldn't go back to sleep. I just sat there, watching the darkness around my bedroom. Eventually, I told my mom. I told her about the little girl, how I'd been seeing her for months, and how she became more active after I became pregnant. I told her how she woke me up, how she held my hand, the darkness outside my bedroom, and how I turned around and seen my own body still sleeping in bed. My mom listened to everything, and then she said something that scared me even more. She told me that little girl was trying to take you with her. And she said she was trying to take your soul and the baby's soul with her. After hearing that, I started sleeping with the light on. But here's the strangest part of the entire story. After that night, I never saw that little girl again. Not once. The little girl who had been appearing in my bedroom for months just disappeared. And that's the part that still bothers me, because if it really was a dream, why did the encounter suddenly stop after I refused to follow her? Why did I never see her again? So even all these years later, I still ask myself the same question. Was my mind creating all of this? Was I dreaming? Was it some sort of out-of-body experience? Or when I was standing in that doorway holding that little girl's hand, was I really standing between this world and somewhere else? And what would have happened to me if I would have followed her into the darkness? Remember, everyone, some doors aren't meant to be walked through. Now, I have to ask you, have you had a paranormal encounter? Send us a message. We would love to feature you on our next episode of The Stories That Raised Us.